Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Sohum Reactions. Peace, love, and positivity to you. I'm really excited to jump into the first Dave Matthews Band studio album, but before we do, I had a quick announcement. I think you guys are going to like what you hear. I will actually be attending my very first Dave Matthews Band show this upcoming June 26th to 27th. That's at the Noblesville, Indiana location, and I couldn't be more excited. So many of you guys have been asking me since last year to go see Dave Matthews Band, and you never know when they're going to stop their summer tours, so I figured now is the time to do it. I don't know when they're going to stop. I hope they never do, and maybe there always will be Dave Matthews Band in some capacity, but just so long as we have them in full force, I need to go see them. It's just necessary for me as a human. And I hope to see you guys there. For some context, I will be getting lawn tickets. I'm told that it may be difficult to find each other out, about in the lawn. There's a lot of people in attendance. So if you happen to run into me at the show, please feel free and say hi. We're going to chat it up. We're going to listen to some awesome Dave Matthews. It's going to be a good time. So looking forward to seeing you guys there. But for the video today, like I said, I will be reacting to the entirety of Under the Table and Dreaming by, naturally, the Dave Matthews Band. A massive thank you to Craig for the album request. Craig, as you guys know, he is a devout DMB fan. He's put me on and in a major way. So really all the props to you, Craig. I'm so appreciative. Another, caveat here. So many of the songs on this record I have actually already listened to before in different circumstances over the reaction journey. So a lot of these songs won't be my first time reaction. They may be my 4th, 5th, 7th, 10th. I really don't have the exact numbers at this point, but I believe just looking at the track list, there is 2 or 3 that will be new for me. And this will be my first time hearing all of this record from start to finish in its studio form. So there's a lot of excitement in the air around here where I live. I hope there's some excitement at your house. Grab your drinks, grab your snacks. I have 3 items in front of me. I have my handy dandy black coffee, got a Diet Coke, always the diet version, never the sugary one. And then I also have my water. So stay hydrated, folks. I'm a yapper, an endless yapper. Let's jump into the fun. Oh, and I guess one last bit. I just developed this little widget for this reaction, and I may use it in future album reactions. Let me know if you guys like what you see. I'll be rating the songs as we go, and by the end, we'll auto-populate what the average rating for this album is. I don't have a specific rating, scale. I'm very amorphous when it comes to how much or how little I love a song. Usually I'll end up at least liking a track, so I don't know exactly how that'll map onto my 8.0, 9.0, whatever ratings. So bear with me as I figure all of that out in real time with you guys. But hopefully you enjoy this format. A long time ago, I did a bunch of anime reactions where I would do ratings, and at the time, the system I had was clunky. I feel like what I've developed here looks a lot nicer, seems more polished. So, Anyways, end of endless yap. Let's jump into the fun stuff.
Hey, my friend, it seems your eyes are troubled, care to share your time with me.
So I'm pretty sure this is a new one for
Won't
me.
you say you're feeling low and so get it off of your mind.
I'm thinking from the perspective of you never heard the Dave Matthews Band before, and this is the first song. Love the slide up on the bass. I love that the meter feels ambiguous here, but in reality it's 4/4.
Well, she ran up into the light, surprised. Her arms are open, her mind's eyes. Seeing things from a better side than most can dream and make clear. I wrote a few
I've heard through the grapevine that in line with the album title, this is a very dreamy album.
nothing can be done. She make the best of what's around.
Leroy.
Turns out not well, not what you think that really matters. That really matters. That really matters.
It's 5 descending chords that make this sequence happen. Oh. The perfect punch through with the sax and Dave blowing up there. What really matters, guys? Good friends, good food, good music, good vibes.
That really matters. And hurts not much when you're young. When you're around, yeah, la la. Oh, yeah, la. Oh, yeah, la. Oh, yeah, la. Yeah, la. Oh, yeah, la. Oh, yeah, la.
The layering here is crazy. There's so much shimmer and shine in this. Very chorusy, anthemic, you may say. I will say there is a lot going on in that song, especially towards the end, that kind of like muddy up the mix for me just by a little bit. So like some of the individual instruments that normally we'd be able to pick up on with a more clear cut production kind of get lost underneath all of that shimmer. So what I end up hearing with the like all of the voices, with Dave in the front, the saxophone in the front, the drums and the bass in the back, those are the like elements that stand out to me. Everything else kind of mixes in together, which I like in some instances, but for this song I wish I could disentangle some of those sounds. But like I said before, if this is a very dreamlike album, this song gives off a very dreamy feel. It's like baked into the shimmer. I don't know, something about shimmer, about like this kind of lush atmosphere lends itself to dreamlike. And for like an opener to the entire Dave Matthews Band discography, this is such a wonderful place to start and get people's feet wet with. That was one of the worst sentences I think I've ever said. Let's keep going. Oh, and I'll show you guys how the rating thing looks. So if I give this one like a 7.8 or something, then it populates like that. This took me so long to code. I'm glad it works. So this is a tentative 7.8. What would you say? Opening with harmonica is cool. I'm trying to remember if this is what I've heard in the live performances. attention to the strumming and the acoustic and the vocals. That's how I best understand this song. You know, it's a catchy melody, but it's also an unusual way to round off the ending of the melody in the chorus. Kind of descends lower. It's a great punch into unison. I love the way that that comes in here. Every dog has its day, the classic idiom, followed up, every day has its way of being forgotten. Even the peaks, they go away. Like, we're left with so few memories overall. How many memories do you really have vivid access to, perfect recall? The number decreases proportionally. At least as you accrue more memories, that's how I feel. Or maybe because I'm living so much in the present that, like, I don't need to look back on the previous memories. I just experience it all as it comes. Usually somewhere in the middle. Could you imagine if Bella Fleck comes on this? I don't know why I feel like that's like the perfect answer to the harmonica. That deserves a few points just for harmonica shred. Nice. Yeah, I think where I'm at right now is I'm giving the best of what's around an 8.2. What would you say, a 7.7? I think I'll be changing the ratings as I go, because like sometimes what I hear in the third track may inform how I feel about the previous ones, even though I've already experienced what came before. I am a very dynamic creature in that regard, so just be prepared for that to happen. Maybe I should also code this to have like a rating range so that you can see like roughly where I feel like the song fits and not just like pinpoint it to 1 point estimate. This is all a work in progress. I do like what I've got here. It's kind of like a minimal viable product, but reducing a song down to a number is never like an actual real thing, in my opinion. Like, even though I have this here, I do feel a kind of way about it. So we're not going to tie ourselves to this rating system permanently. I think it's just a fun thing to attempt. Let's keep going. Satellite, I can already tell you, for me, gets the 9s. It's such an iconic song. This is such a fun riff to play once you can get it. But to sing along to it, don't even get me started. And I will say, like, the first 2 songs on this record, very fast paced. The time between sections, not very much. There's not much room to breathe. It's kind of an onslaught from DMB. But that is the DMB experience. I remember the first time I heard them, my head exploded.
like a diamond in the sky. How I wonder.
Now I think about like the placement of Satellite in their discography being the third track ever, being at this tempo, having this riff. It all feeds into its iconicness. Because this is the first time you ever hear DMB in their reflective groove, and it is amazing. Satellite.
Satellite headlines read someone's secrets you've seen, eyes and ears have been.
I've always been able to count this in 6/4. You could also do 1 2 3 kind of swings. 1 2 3 1 2 3.
King of your satellite castle. Winter's cold, spring races, and the cold by the stars chasing.
How can you deny the Dave Matthews falsetto? Just immediately speaks to you. Speaks to me anyways. I would love to hear a metal cover of this song. I think it's possible.
Rest high above the cloud of restriction. Television.
Oh, I don't know why it keeps re-popping up.
And while I spend these hours, five senses reading, I hear laugh about this weatherman satellite.
Oh, the harmony right there. How satisfying. That might be like the word for this song. Satisfying.
Satellite strong from the moon.
But honestly, to me, it almost works like a closer as well.
Keeping time for the manifestation. Winter's cold, spring races, and the cold storm is chasing. Everything good needs right mixing. Look up, look down, all around. Satellite. Rest high above the clouds.
I've never heard a song about satellites be as beautiful. Your ASDS mobile, you want this song as your main soundtrack. Viewing the world from a bird's eye view. So here we are right now with our ratings. We have an overall 8.5, 8.2, 7.7, a 9.5 for Satellite. I'm also going to throw out there, I don't know how I'm rating this exactly because you could do this on a uniform distribution where like the top 10% of songs are like in the 9 to 10 range, and then the second decile are like 8 to 9, or you could do it over like a Gaussian distribution where it's so infinitely rare to have your like 9.5 pluses, and you're more so going to bunch around the mean around 5, and then like your better than average songs are going to be your 7 pluses, and you see how the different distributions inform the rating. Like that's why whenever people do like ratings out of 10, my overly like analytical brain needs to know the nuance in their assumptions to even like understand a simple number rating. I'm that annoying guy at parties who like can't take, the number for an answer. I need to know exactly why you love the song that you do. If you ever catch me at a party, I'm usually at some point like cornering somebody, asking them about what they're listening to these days and, what it means to them, why they like it, what speaks to them. I should get a job. You ready for the satisfying pop of this can? It's ASMR. How many tens of thousands of hours of marketing went into creating that sound? And the spice. When I first heard this song, the feel threw me off so hard, but it's 4/4. And what I like about that section there is like it almost hints at Halloween. Obviously coming many years later, but I love Halloween. Blending of the violin and trumpet there. I like the rotation in this riff. Dead and Gone is very Halloween. That's when you know Dave is of a different breed. Letting his voice fall apart like that, feel gunky, feel heavy, gross, it comes apart. I just love when Dave's vocals do that. I feel like the acoustic riff is great. It's not better than the satellite riff, but the vocals and the surrounding instrumentation elevate this track.
Here I am again, talking to myself. TV players. Oh man, oh how I wish I didn't smoke or drink to reason with my hair. But sometimes this thick confusion grows till I cannot bear it at all. Needle to the vein, needle.
I love how I feel like I could simultaneously count this time signature in 4/4, in 7/8, and in 9/8 at different times, and they all seemingly work. But the mean ends up being 4/4. So in the end, you count it that way, but the feel continually shifts across that continuum.
Smoke or drink to reason with my hair. But sometimes this thick confusion grows till I cannot bear it at all. Needle to the vein, needle to the vein. Take this needle on my vein, my friend. I said my head won't leave my head alone. I don't believe it will till I'm dead and gone. Why this lonely?
Again, this is the first time you'll hear Dave do this in their discography if you went chronologically. It's so inspired. Oh. Not the ending I was expecting in this studio. Oh, I like that it... Yeah, not the endings I was expecting there, but I do like what they came up with at the end. A little bit simplistic, but it does work. Oh, I didn't show you guys my rating as I was doing it, but I gave it an 8.6. Though I'm tempted to bring it up a smidge, but I think if I'm going to do that, I have to pull down Satellite by a hair. So I think I'm satisfied with the ratings as they are here. If you happen to care, put your own ratings in the comments. I've done across my different album reactions all different versions of my top songs during a listen. So this may be the easiest way to communicate that info. But yeah, this has been so fun so far. Let's just keep going. Typical times.
Fingers counting, we have each 9 planets around the sun repeat. 8 ball will last if you triumphant be. 7 oceans pummel the shores of the sea. It's a typical situation in these typical times. Too many choices, yeah. It's a typical situation in these typical times. Too many choices. Everybody's happy, everybody's free. Keep the big door open, everyone will come around.
I love the slow grind into this song. This one definitely, it's a bit of a slower burn up front, but it settles in so nicely. That harmonic.
Six senses feeling fire around a sense of sound. 4 seasons turn on and turn on. I can see 3 corners from this corner. 2's a perfect number, but 1 where everybody's happy, everybody's free. We'll keep the big door open, everyone will come around. Well, you different, well, you that way. If you don't get in line, well, like you will wait. Oh, everybody's happy, everybody's free. We'll keep the big door open, everyone will come around.
It's a beautiful song.
If you don't get in line, well, you will wait. It all comes down to nothing.
Wow. I just love the acoustic voicings in this.
It's a typical situation in these typical times. Too many
It's not overly simplistic,
It's a typical situation in these typical times.
even though the progression underneath is pretty fundamental.
We can do a thing about it. Too many choices. It's a typical situation in these typical times. Too many choices.
Choice overload.
Everybody's happy. Everybody's free.
It's weird because like the choice overload can actually inhibit one's engagement with the world. There's so much to choose from, you choose nothing. But all you have to do is choose something that makes you happy, that uproots you from the typicality and allows you to venture into yourself. Beautiful.
Everybody's happy, everybody's free. We'll keep the main door open and everyone will come around. Well, you different, well, you that way. If you don't get in line, we'll lock you away.
Yeah, say no to conformity, man. What's the point of conformity? You're not yourself? Is that a fun life to live? Don't be contrarian, just be who you are, whatever that is.
It's a typical situation in these typical times. Too many choices. It's a typical situation in these typical times. Too many choices. We come to
My affection for the song grows with each listen. Still not my favorite DMB song, but it slowly creeps up.
It's a typical situation in these typical times.
God, it's beautiful here with the strings. I'm gonna have to give the reaction a quick pause, guys. Apologies, I had a quick emergency, but we are back into the action. Basically just rounding off the song here. Yeah, typical situation gets bumped up for me historically, and like the thing about the ratings that I do like in theory is you get to view your ratings longitudinally. So like the way I may rate a song, the first time I hear it may look different than how I would rate it the fifth time around. I think about music and all of this stuff all of the time, so like I am always annoyed with myself when it comes to like these different things, because if I'm going to like create a system that tracks everything, that's going to be a very bulky system requiring a lot of like back end support and also foresight on my end to like maintain things. So anyways, that internal monologue aside, typical situation for me is, I feel like if I were to just directly compare it to Rhyme and Reason, it probably is around the same rating as Rhyme and Reason, but for a very different reason. There's a feeling of like equanimity that I feel when I listen to Typical Situation that shows up in the lyrics and in the calm of the acoustic riff. And what I like in Rhyme and Reason, contrasting to what we hear in Typical Situation, is the heaviness and is the intensity in some of those transitions. So I think for today's purposes, because I'm feeling a little bit more pumped up, I'm going to give it an 8.4 on Typical Situation. So we're not too far off, but we are doing very good so far. Let's keep it going. Dancing Nancy's is it's another 9+ for me. And I've heard the studio version a few times now. I think I generally prefer some of the lives of this song. But there's a lot of uniqueness to the studio that I appreciate. Carter is just another being. The creativity in this song, to be as good as it is melodically, against the unique feel, that alone is a 9+ for creativity.
23 and so tired of life, such a shame to throw it all away. The images grow darker still.
The one complaint I would have is like this is a little too fast for what I would prefer.
Look up at the sky.
But that settles in nice at this tempo.
What's the use in worrying? What's the use in hurrying? Turn, we almost become busy.
Can never unhear the Tim Reynolds Dave version of this. This line, I am who I am, who I am, well, who am I? This might be the best set of lyrics in the album. Case in point, it's just too phenomenally good. It's so profound, it's so simple, it's such a beautiful play on words, and it also, the play on words is further exaggerated by the play on the evolving feel with the delivery of each of the words. One of the best constructed lines ever.
Who I am, well, who am I? Questing some enlightenment. Could I have been anyone other than me? And I'll sing and dance, I'll play for you tonight. The thrill of it all. Dark clouds may help me sometimes, but I'll work it out in the night. Look up at the sky.
The difference in Look Up at the Sky, every version of this song I've heard, Look Up at the Sky is delivered differently.
What's the use in hiding? Turn, we almost become busy.
I need them to turn up Stefan just a little bit more here. But awesome textures from Boyd against the acoustic guitar.
Falling out of a world of lies. Could I have been dancing, dancing? Dancing, dancing. Could I have been anyone
The best moment of the album so far. What a moment of unison. It's a blast. And this moment is too another moment you realize DMB are a different beast. They can draw in the audience like that. Oh. Hold on. I like that sequence. That's the first time I noticed the background la la la's into the again Halloween-esque vocals there. Yeah. I can't believe I didn't notice that before. tones of this song melodically are just so rich. You could cover it any number of ways. Take any assortment of instruments you want from DMB. They'll produce magic. So, in terms of like immediate ratings, it's my favorite song on the album. Is it my favorite version of Dancing Nancy's? No. But I'm judging this on its merits alone in the album. Come on, how about this? Add a boost there. The mixing here. Oh, it's dropping out. Another instance where you may want to flex tones on this. Such a beautiful song, man. I will never not love Dancing Nancy's. It's so fun to play on guitar too. It took me an hour and a half to learn the main riff that I love from it. I never looked back. Sometimes I do have to relearn the voicing just to refresh, but once you get it, you get it. One melody alone makes the song so memorable. I believe a lot of people rate Ants Marching pretty highly. I think I'm probably a little bit lower on my Ants Marching ratings. Not by too much. Expert layering. Self-titled right there. Oh, I don't remember this movement. I think this gets adapted live a lot.
Exchange, no time to exchange when all the little lambs are marching, red and black and tan are waving. They all do it the same. They all do it the same way. County mountain tempting my thoughts about sweet tooth tortured by weight loss.
I love the rap cadence it throws in here. It's so flexible when it comes to his vocal delivery. One of the very first things I ever noted about the DMB. Dave being as versatile of a singer as he is, against the complex backdrop, it's just start at a dartboard in the dark on a moving platform. It's all of the complexities ever. Real barn burner. I don't know if it's possible, but maybe you could do like a 4-square kind of dance to this song. I'd have to ask my 7th grade gym teacher about that. Maybe 8th grade. Such a satisfying end there. Like this song to me, I probably won't rate it as highly as some of you might. I think it's one of the top songs on the record. I think a 9.2, given who I am, makes a lot of sense. I think part of what makes this song so fun for me is the violin and then Dave's vocals on top, because those two textures, like I said, it's like a dart at a dartboard in the dark, a floating platform across, a floating platform below me. I'm also blindfolded. Someone spun me around a handful of times. Figuring out where my one is definitely a challenge, but when you're able to reestablish that place, it's like you get that kind of giddy feeling of, oh man, I got it again. And Ants Marching for me has never been an intuitive song. So like as I pick up on the specific rhythm of each of the melodies once again with each re-listen, I get that dopamine hit from the satisfaction of figuring it out once again. And you know, it's been like that for me with different DMB songs where like I will get the melody, get the cadence right away or like within fewer listens, and then another song may take me, you know, twice or thrice as long. But that's the beauty about DMB, is that each song is its own little puzzle to kind of figure out, and not all puzzles are created equal, you know? Let's keep it going, guys. I'm having a blast. Where are we now? What's the next track? Lover Lay Down. Also, it's funny that Typical Situation and Ants Marching are both a little bit about conformity, the kind of banality of life, if you're just a worker droid. Shout out to all the worker droids out there. We're in this struggle together.
And sleep by wood inside your mouth. Don't be us too shy for knowing it's no big surprise that I will wait for you. I will wait for no one but you. Oh, please, lover, lay down. Spend this time with me together, share this smile. Lover, lay down. This time with me, walk with you, hold my hands, your hands. So much we have.
Oh, because my hands are your hands.
We were so much younger.
I don't know if I interpreted that way the first time around. Because hold my hands with your hands, but my hands are your hands. It's both.
Life to deny. Let's toss them away. See you and me, we're laid down. Love says she and he. By my lover's side, together share this smile. Each other's tears to cry. Together share this
Oh, that's the first time I think I'm noticing the Dave harmony in my left headphone. It's a bit of a higher harmony. Wow, that is so rich. It's double tracked for sure. That's not a simple effect.
Cause it's over, never lay down. Say love, say love, say love, say love, say love.
Also, a big part of what keeps this song kind of chugging along is the endlessly loopable bass riff. Leroy doing what he does best.
So we dance away. So we dance away. Till we dance away. Till we dance away. Chasing me all around, leading me all around in circles, chasing me all around.
Tracing the song from the second vocals, the higher harmony, it's actually a different experience. Because the Dave that's in front of us is the obvious one, but if you shift your focus to Dave in the back, the feeling of this song is slightly brighter. I love the quiet. Dude, Carter, dude. Right towards the end here is where I get my like first jolt of like emotions where I'm feeling like the tears welling up behind my eyes. Sometimes that'll happen for me where like over the course of a song my emotions are building, 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 and then like by the very end when I know things are coming to a close is when they all kind of rush up to my brain and I'm like processing the feelings that have been internal for the while. Um, I I don't know what to rate this. I have a few ideas. Um, the question to me is it a low 9 or is it a high 8? And maybe like the left digit it matters the most in terms of these rankings. Um, let me think. Cuz Lover Lay Down like definitely is a song that's grown on me. Um, it's not a song that I would skip, but like it's a song that if I were busy and not in the exact mood, I may not end up listening to. I may just like have to do whatever task is in front of me. I think because I'm not sure, I'm going to err on the other side here. So we're going to give this one a solid 8.8. And that happens to be the exact average of the album so far. I was also very proud of the average computing in real time so that you can see how the ratings adjust. Oh, let's keep going.
Lately I've been feeling low around my knees, what I'm seeking. I take a taste of what's below, come my way to something better. What I want is what I've not got, but what I need is all around me. Reaching, searching,
The eternal battle of wanting and needing.
and I said, if you could keep me floating just far away till I get to the end of this tunnel, oh mommy. If you could keep me floating just far away, like I've met you. Sometimes I'm jamming things out the way, keep me swinging.
I love his delivery on Jimmy thing there. This is like a kind of like a carefree song to me. Dave is very playful with his delivery. Those moments are satisfying. I haven't memorized all of those moments in Jimmy's thing yet. Specifically the timing.
Smoke my mind to make me feel better for a small time. What I want
It is a small time, man. Because if you endlessly smoke, you just dull your mind.
is all around me. Reaching, searching, never stop. And I said, if you could keep me floating just far away till I get to the end of
And I
this
feel like his delivery of Just for a While gets more crazy each go around.
just far away like I've met you. Sometimes I take a Jimmy thing just to keep me swinging. I like to show you what's inside, but that's I don't care if you don't like it. Brother chaos you all about. Well, sometimes I wonder, yes, God knows, sometimes I think about staying. So don't care, but read as I'm feeling.
Where do you guys rate this album in general compared to the rest of the discography? Is it top? Is it below Before These Crowded Streets? What about the Groovrug Skin?
Just far away till I get to the end of this tunnel.
Or even like Every Day? That was a unique one.
Just far away like I've met you. Sometimes I take a Jimmy thing just to keep me swinging. I'd like to show you what's inside, but that's I don't care if you don't like it. But I chaos is loud and loud. Sometimes I walk there.
This is such a solid track. Roy is such a staple for this record. Without him, this would sound so different. I gotta give this a solid rating here. It's gonna be like a, probably like an, because I do like Typical Situation. I was looking at some of the similar rated tracks. So we have Rhyme and Reason 8.6, Typical Situation 8.4. I feel like I like both of those songs a bit better than Jimmy Thing, but not by too much. Maybe this is like an 8.2, 8.1. I have an 8.2 given for The Best of What's Around. I think that's correct. I think this is a fine fine placement here for Jimmy Thing. Let's keep it going. To me, the chorus is the main standout for me in Jimmy Thing. And now we've arrived at another classic, Warehouse. This is one of those classics that I know is a classic. I've said it myself, and I haven't listened to all that much compared to some of the other staples. Love the texture and the acoustic. The loftiness, it's like reminiscent of Don't Drink the Water. Unrelenting. Oh, it's so dramatic. The song for me is easily in the 9s. We'll figure out the placement though. The floor is a 9. And you're asking, Sohum, what is a 10.0? I don't know. A perfect song? There are perfect songs out there. Perfect performances for sure. Perfect song, I guess, in my mind, is I wouldn't change a single thing about it. Transitions are so fluid. Whether it's the sax, the violin, the acoustic. Cowbell getting some love. I don't know if I mentioned this the first time I heard Warehouse, but I'm specifically reminded of a Key and Peele sketch. It's the one where like they're the 80s dancers, and like the producer has like the cue cards, and like he's giving bad news to one of the dancers, and the music that's playing in the background is so reminiscent of this section. If I didn't bring it up the first time, I don't know what I was doing, but I pick up on it with embedded in all of this, which is such a random reference, but it's there, which will probably boost my rating of this song. My brain works in mysterious ways. Love the offbeat feel of that section too. Just massages my ears, man. This is audio ambrosia. This song goes through many changes. It's a very dynamic piece. Still wrapping my brain, and you can hear the plucking of the violin in here. It's a mix of feelings I get with the back and forth. It's all rather upbeat, which I like. The corporeal body, the spirit that lives in the physical world. That's at least how I've like interpreted this song. Hints at the ominous. It's such a dynamic song. And what a playful record. It's probably like one of the ways I would like best describe this album is that it's very, very playful. Since it's earlier in their discography, I can imagine like being called youthful makes a lot of sense. But I think playful is more fitting. Because the complexity in their arrangements feels anything but youthful. This is seasoned work here. They just had the sauce immediately.
Work ourselves, fingers to the bone.
Not remembering this one.
Drain my soul. Pay your dues and your debts. Pay your respects. Everybody tells you you pay for what you get. You pay
Oh, the
for
feel is
what
throwing me
you
off.
get.
I'm counting in 3.
Everybody asks me how she's doing.
Oh, this is very textural.
Has she really lost
Acoustic
her
in my right, drums in my left, Dave right in the middle.
I say her
Sax hovering
I
above.
couldn't tell you I've lost mine. Words, words, words. Have you heard a bird in hand is
Oh, this one is hard for me to wrap my brain around.
and in number free to wander. Fly away, stay. You pay
Like the only thing rhythmically tethering me right now is the acoustic, and even then when I'm counting in 3, I feel like I'm losing it a little bit. And then I try to like focus on what Carter's doing, and because he's like very intermittent on the track, I lose my place when I focus on him. And then I want to pay attention to Dave, but then I lose my place once again. So finding a sort of rhythmic home for me right now, a bit challenging.
words, words, words. Have you heard a bird in hand?
It's also the way that the first chord, don't. The second hit is so staccato. The first hit persists a little bit longer, but we're back and forth on that. So we like retain the same distance between each of the two notes and the space between the second and the first note on the loop, but somehow it still feels hard to like digest.
Is much better than any number free to wander. Fly away, stay. You pay for what you get. You pay for what you get.
Price as an indicator of quality.
Everybody asks me how she's doing. It's really all she says. Everybody asks me how she's doing since she went away. I said I couldn't tell you I'm okay. I'm okay. Surprise, surprise, you pay for what you get.
Love the sassiness in
Pay for what
that.
you get.
Surprise, surprise. You reap what you sow.
Everybody asks me how she's
If it isn't the consequences of my own actions.
really lost her. Everybody asks me how she's doing since she went away. I said I couldn't tell you I'm
The
okay.
harmony's beautiful here too.
I'm okay. I'm okay. How are you? Pay for what you get. Pay for
Is it safe to qualify this as a bit of a lullaby?
Pay for what you get. Pay for what you get.
It's the most stripped down track of the record. Wow, it is so beautiful. Like, it's a weird set of emotions I'm having trying to like interpret this song. I'd imagine this would be one of the more polarizing tracks on the record. People may love it, they may hate it, they may not understand it. I feel like I'm more in that third category of not quite understanding this song, and I think part of what makes it a bit difficult is the evolving rhythm, which for all intents and purposes it doesn't really evolve. The beat, the actual punches of the chords stay consistent throughout, but like anytime I try to position that against how Dave is singing or against what Carter's doing or any of the other elements for that matter, every pairwise combination against that pattern somehow doesn't register for me. And there was a moment in the middle of the song where I'm thinking like, oh, I figured out what's happening between Dave and those two beats, and then I would lose it again. So I definitely think this is a song that just requires many listens to like actually figure out. And I'm sort of extrapolating to the version of Sohum that understands this song from that musical perspective. What would that version think of the melody? I think I'm still wanting a little bit more. Like, I appreciate the sparseness and the beautiful moments that you kind of feel. It almost, to me, is like the perfect song for like uh, a night, a sunrise, a sundown, like night dinner by like a beach. I don't know if you guys have ever had like a beachside dinner. It's such a wonderful experience. You can feel the warm sand beneath your feet, the water like rushing to your legs, and my leg hair is super, what would you call it? Super hydrophilic. So I have to like towel off after. That seems like the perfect vibe for a song like this. I don't know what other circumstance I would listen to this song in, because it's definitely more reflective in feeling with a more terse takeaway lyrically, which is you pay for what you get. It is what it is. Whatever you expect to have happen will happen because the output is going to always match the input, like a sort of mathematical f of x equals y function. So anyways, I think I am going to give this one a 7.8. Yeah, let me know what you guys think about that track. But we've got one last one to check out, number 34, another absolute classic. Play. Oh, no lyrics. Shame on you, Spotify. How could you? What do you guys use? Apple Music, Spotify, Pandora? What else is there? This is an ode. It's a beautiful pattern in the acoustic. I love that just Leroy sits on this track like a flame, watching the candle wax slowly melt down. actually, with the previous track, with the context of number 34, I actually end up liking the previous song a little bit more. I almost wish they were combined with number 34. But as a standalone suit, this is amazing. This version doesn't have lyrics in general, because I remember number 34 had lyrics. Maybe I'm forgetting a part of the lore of number 34, but it may have been established as an instrumental here and then lyrics were appended on later. There, let it swell with the intensity. What a romantic way to end it, man. I absolutely love this album. Wasn't expecting there to not be lyrics in number 34. I guess it's the album, uh, the studio version here in the album that is just instrumental for number 34. But wouldn't take anything away from it because of that. I appreciate the acoustic riffing. Leroy over the top just sells this whole song for me. Um, I feel like out of all of the contributing instruments in this album, it probably goes sax. I'm omitting Dave's vocals from this. Sax, um, acoustic guitar, violin. I think overall, like I was actually expecting largely for there to be more like unique Carter contribution. I think Carter shows up in later DMB songs a lot more, and definitely in the lives. We can't even really compare the studios to the lives if we're going to be real fair about it. Um, but yeah, I think it goes sax, acoustic, violin, and maybe a closer tie between acoustic and violin. It depends on which song really you're referring to, but for the most part, there was always a bed of acoustic guitar that allowed really any other element to like bounce off of extremely well. So where do we put number 34? It's also to me, I think it's in the mid to high eights. And just looking at the other eights, I think I'm going to give it a 8.7, which I think gives us an album average of exactly 8.7. So I'm just like rounding off my, just looking now at the whole list and seeing if I've made any errors. Best of what's around 8.2. What would you say being 7.7 technically is the lowest that I've rated anything? Is that correct? Does that feel right? My head says that doesn't, like my gut says that doesn't feel right, but also like I trust my evolving ratings. And that just tells you like there's so many banger tracks on this record for what would you say to be 7.7? Like they nailed this thing. Yeah. I think this will be my final ratings for the album. So, compare contrast with whatever you guys have. Screenshot this if you want. Let's outro the video. What an album. Definitely is a formative record, not only for the Dave Matthews Band, but I feel like for just musicians, jam bands in general. How can you hear something like this and not want more? Regardless of if it's all your particular preference, you know that what you're hearing is extremely unique, and wherever there's like that level of creativity, I don't care. Just keep that faucet turned on fully. I don't want that to stop, because even if the art doesn't land with you initially, they may produce more gems down the line that do speak to you. And a big part of what separates successful artists from unsuccessful ones in any domain, really, and you can maybe even extrapolate that to like entrepreneurship, for example, is the bands, the artists, the entrepreneurs that succeed, they don't stop trying. And it's going to be very rare where your first business, your first album, your first song is going to knock it out of the park. But if you keep going, you're eventually going to start hitting home runs. And I'm definitely not going to continue the baseball analogy any further. I am not a baseball guy, though. When the Cubs won, my heart skipped like 100,000 beats. That was amazing. Anyways, love this album. I think 8.7, 8.8, I think 8.7 was the final rating, is right around what I would have expected for this record. Just looking at the track list, there's so many bangers on this one. Though I would say pretty much for every single one of these songs, there is a live version of that track that I prefer to the studio. It doesn't take away from the studio versions by any means, but it just shows you like what they were able to come up with in the studio. They found a way to one up themselves time and time again. And also, if you think about it, these are the formative tracks for DMB's career. Their discography starts here. So if you think about what these songs mean in the context of where they started, so many of these songs, so many of the elements in these songs became iconic so quickly and established a place for them to, push those individual elements to their extremes. I think the obvious example I had from earlier was, I think it was in Rhyme and Reason, with the Halloween-esque vocals. Like that is the first occurrence of those heavy Dave vocals you hear, and in later DMB tracks and later live performances, that gets turned up all the way to 10. And with each element, you can make an exact argument of that kind, which again, it's just one of the benefits of having such a tenured band continuing to do what they do and maintain that creative edge. Because you could phone it in pretty early. You could say, hey, we're going to like recreate the exact same studio version of a song with each live without altering all too much and call it a day. But the magic in DMB is that they will never call it a day. Every single performance is that N of one experience, is the thing to pine for, is to look forward to. And for me, I'm going to bring this all the way back to the very beginning where I mentioned I will be attending my first DMB show ever. I have done my fair share of concert reactions, but now I will be in attendance at my first concert. I will likely film some footage from the concert. I don't know if I'll be doing a vlog at the show for real, but I'll definitely be filming some pieces of B-roll. I'll give my feedback after the fact too. I'll do like my kind of post-analysis thing and just give you guys the more authentic reaction you've probably been waiting a long time for. So the dates that I'll be attending, June 26th to 27th, that's upcoming the next 2 weeks and some change. I am super excited for it. I hope to see you guys there. That's it for my review today. I hope y'all enjoyed the reaction. If you'd like to request one yourself, you can do so by using the first link in the description box below. But thank you so much for watching. Thank you to Craig for the request. I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care and peace.